Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Test Code Automate. So this is my 26th video for the Playwright with TypeScript series. In this video, I would be covering about fixtures over before each and after each hooks. So let's start. So this before each hook that is executed before each test, okay, and then this after each hook that is executed after each test. Okay, so about these before each and after each hooks, I've already talked into my hooks video. If you have not watched that video, I will provide the link of the video into the description, or you can click onto this I button at top right corner to access that video. So let's see what we have done into this hooks test script file, which we have created into that video. So here, this is the test script file where we have used this before each and after each hooks. Okay, so here what we are doing after importing the test and the expect, we are using this before each and after each blocks. Okay, so inside the before each block, we are just logging in into the application. So here with this line, we are opening this sourcedemo.com into the browser. Okay, and then we are locating the username field and then filling the value of the username, and then we are doing the same for the password here. Okay, and then we are clicking onto this login button. So this is the website which we are using, where we are entering the username and password, and then we are clicking onto the login button. Okay, and then with this after each, we are just logging out of the application. So once you log in into the application, there is this open menu option which you would be able to see. Here you need to click, and then you can click onto this logout option. Okay, so that's what we are doing into this after each part, right? We are clicking onto the open menu option, and then we are clicking onto this logout option. Okay, and after that, we have given these two tests. So here we are performing different operations. So into the first test, what I am doing, I am clicking onto this Sauce Labs backpack. Okay, and then I'm clicking onto this add to cart button. Okay, and once the item is added, you need to go to this cart from this icon, and here we are just checking that this link is appearing or not, right? And then this remove button is appearing or not. Okay, and after that, we are clicking onto the remove button to remove item from the cart. Okay, and into the second test, we are just logging in into the application with the help of before each. Okay, and then we are just checking that cart is empty or not. So we are clicking onto this shopping cart icon from the top right corner, and then here we are checking this particular cart is empty or not. So these are two tests. Okay, these are just the example. So I've created the simple example, but for your application you can use the real tests. Okay, so here for each test, what is happening, first this before each will get executed, okay, which will log in into the application. Then this test will get executed, so whatever the code which we have written will get executed here, and then this after each part will come into picture where it will log out from the application. So this will happen for the first test. Okay, and here as the second test is there, so same thing is going to happen for that also, right? Here it will log in into the application with the help of before each, then second test will get executed, and then it will log out from the application. Okay, so now we are going to use fixtures over these before each and after each hooks. Okay, so about these fixtures, we have already talked into my previous video related to understanding of custom fixtures. So if you have not watched that video, I would recommend you to watch that. I will provide the link of the video into the description, or you can click onto this I button at top right corner to access that video. Okay, so let's see what we have learned into that video. So here we have created this my custom fixture, right? This particular TS file we have created inside this fixtures folder. Okay, where we have imported the test as the base test from the Playwright test module. Okay, where we have given these types, right? So it is the type of the fixture which we are going to create. Okay, so we have created two different type, for one for the test fixture and second for the worker fixture. Okay, and here is the basic syntax which we would be using. Okay, so we would be extending our base test, okay, with these fixtures, right? So we need to give this base test dot extend, and here inside the angular braces you need to provide types of the fixture, right? So first parameter would be the test fixture type. So here we have created this fixture one, okay, with the any as the type, and the second one is the worker fixture which we are going to use. So here for this particular video we would be using this test fixture. Okay, so this is the test fixture, fixture one, which we have created. Okay, so fixture one, and after that we need to put the colon. So whenever someone requests for the fixture one, this particular anonymous function is going to get executed. Okay, so this is the anonymous function. Okay, and inside it what we are doing, we are assigning a specific value to that particular fixture. Okay, and then we are writing the before code. Okay, so this particular part will get executed before each test where we request for that particular fixture. Okay, and then when it comes to this line, so here with this use, it is going to execute your test, right, where you are requesting for that particular fixture. And once your test execution is completed, it will execute after part, right? And this is going to happen for each test which is requesting for your fixture. Okay, and if we want to create more than one fixture, you need to separate it by comma. So now let's see how we can use fixtures over before each and after each hooks. So here I have created one test script file which is blank, right? Which is fixtures over hooks.spec.ts. Okay, here I would be writing our test script. Okay, so let's copy the same script which we have used inside this before each and after each hooks video, right? So let me copy the complete code. Okay, so here what we are going to do, we are going to remove these before each and after each part, right? And for that we are going to use the fixture, right? And I have also created one more blank fixture file inside this fixtures folder, right? So this is the fixture file, hooksfixture.ts, any name you can give, right? So let me remove these before each and after each first from test script file. Okay. And now inside this hooksfixture.ts, what we are going to do, we are going to create fixture, right? So we are just creating one fixture where we would be performing the before each and after each part. So to create the fixture, as we saw, we need to first import, right? So we are importing the test, okay, as the base test. Okay, and we need to import it from the Playwright test, right? And then what we need to do, we need to create a type, right? So here type and my hook fixtures, okay, my SWKS fixtures. So I'm just giving these name. It's up to you what exact name you want to give. And here I will provide one fixture with type any, right? So let's give the name as a login logout fixture, right? And let's give type as any for now, right? But if you will use the page object model, you can give the specific class type here. Okay, in the previous video we have given that specific type for the login page or the home page as the class name. Okay, for now I'm just giving the type as any because we are going to mainly focus on to the before part and after part. About assigning these value we have already talked into the previous video, right? And then what we need to do, we need to extend this particular base test, right? Base test dot extend you need to give. Okay, and here inside the angular braces you need to provide this type, right? And then you need to use these parentheses. Okay, and inside the curly braces we would be creating the fixtures, right? So here let's give this login logout fixture. Okay, and then we need to provide colon, and after colon we need to give the anonymous function, right? So to create that you need to give this async. Okay, and then inside the parenthesis you need to give the different arguments. So here we would be using this page as the argument, and then comma we need to give this use. Okay, and then the arrow symbol you need to give, and then the curly braces. Okay, and inside this we would be writing our code. Okay, so for now we are not assigning any value to this particular fixture, right? Let's just assign undefined value, although we would not be using it, right? So const is name equals to undefined, we are giving for now. And after that what we are going to do, we are going to give this login code. So that's what we learned, right? So before this use we need to provide the before part, right, which is going to get executed before each test. Okay, so here let's give this login part, right? So let me copy that code from this hooks test script file. Okay, so this is the code related to the login, right, which we want to execute before each test, right? And then after this what we are going to do, we are going to provide this use, right, which will execute your test. And inside this use we can pass this particular login fixture value, although if you are not assigning any value, so this is not necessary to provide it here. Okay, so that's why we are just providing this undefined value for now. Okay, and after this what we are going to do, we are going to provide this logout code, right? So this logout code is going to get executed after each test. Okay, so this is your fixture which is ready now, right? So here what we are doing, whenever someone requests for this particular fixture, right, login logout fixture, this is just the name which I have given, any meaningful name you can give, right? So whenever someone requests for this fixture, this anonymous function will get executed. Okay, so inside this anonymous function what we are doing, we are just giving this before part first, okay, and then we have given this use and then this after part. So whenever any test requests for this particular fixture, this before part will get executed first, okay, and then this use will execute your test, okay, and once test execution is done, this logout part will get executed after each test whichever is requesting for the particular fixture, right, this particular fixture. So now our fixture is ready, right? So we need to use this fixture into our test script file, okay. So to use this, first what we need to do, we need to export this particular part, right? So to export it, what we need to do, we need to use this export, okay, and then const and test equals to this base test, right? So with this base test, we have extended this particular fixture, okay, that's what we are exporting, okay. And inside your test script file, what you need to do, you need to import this test, right, which is extending this particular hook. So here let's remove this particular line where we are importing the test from the Playwright test, okay. So let's remove it and let's import test, okay, from which file, from this particular fixture file, right? So double dot forward slash you need to give to go to this parent folder, okay, and then this fixtures folder, and then inside this we are going to use this hooks fixture file, right? So from this we are going to import the test, okay. And here as you are able to see this error for this expect, so either you can import this expect from the Playwright test module here only, right, or one more thing which we can do, inside your fixture file, from here we can export that expect, okay. So to do that we need to put this export, okay, and what we are going to export, we are going to export this expect, okay, from where, from Playwright test module, okay. So what we are doing, we have just exported this expect from the original Playwright test module, okay, and here what we will do, we will just import it from which file, from your fixture file, right? So import expect from this particular fixture file where we have given this export command, right? So two things we are exporting, one is this test, okay, and the second one is this expect, okay. So now we have imported these tests and expect from the fixture file. So see here all the error went away. So now here what we need to do, we need to use that particular fixture. So to use the fixture, what you will do, you need to put the comma after this page fixture, okay, and then let's copy that name, right? This is our fixture which we are going to pass. So login logout fixture, and you need to put it after this comma, okay. So now once you have put this login logout fixture here, what will happen, so whenever we will execute our test, right, it will come to this particular line and it will see that this test is requesting for the login logout fixture, okay. And once it sees this login logout fixture, it will go to this particular file, okay, and this anonymous function will get executed, okay. So inside this first login thing will happen, okay, and once it sees this use, it will execute your whole test, right, this one, and at the end, once the execution is done for this test, it will log out from the application, right? So this is the after part, and this is going to happen for every test wherever we request for this login logout fixture, right? So for this also we need to log in first, okay, and then we need to check this cart is empty or not, and then we need to log out, okay. So let's put it here also, and here we are not assigning any value, so that's why we are not using that particular fixture here inside the test. But if you will use the page object models, in that case you would be getting object of that particular class, and that you can use to call different methods from the page object models, okay. But now for now I've just written the plain code, right, where we are using the locator and the operation here only, okay. So just to make you understand, because page object model we have already discussed into the previous video, okay. So now let's execute this particular test script file, okay. Go to your testing tab, from here we can execute this fixtures over hooks, right? So click on to the run. So once we click on to the run, all right, these tasks will get executed one by one. So first the login will happen through this login fixture, and then this code will get executed for both the tests, right, one by one, and the logout will also happen for both the tests. So see, the execution got completed. So what happened, our both the tests got passed, okay. So what it did, it logged in into the application, okay, it performed this particular test execution, right, and then it log out from the application, and the same thing happened for this particular test, and at the end it log out from the application, right? So see, we are able to see this login page again. Okay, so that's how you can give any before each and after each code here, right? And it is not necessary that you need to give this before each and after each inside the same fixture, right? You can create one fixture where you would be just giving the before each part. You can also give the second fixture just to provide the after each part, right? But here for the example, we have just put the before each and after each part into the single fixture. So it's up to you only, right, how you want to proceed further with this fixtures. So for this particular video, I have not used a page object model. Here I have written the plain code where we are creating the locator and performing the actions here only. But I want you to do an exercise where you would be creating two different pages with this login and logout methods. Okay, and then you would be creating two different fixtures here. And with one fixture, you would be performing this login operation as the before part. Okay, and with the second fixture, I just want you to perform the logout operation as the after part, right? So here we have done everything inside the same fixture, right? But I want you to do the practice with the two different fixture by using the page object model. So once you are done with your practice, let me know into the comment section how it went. If you have any doubts which comes in between, so I will resolve your doubts into the comment section. Okay, and this login and logout is just an example, right, through which I just wanted to explain this particular process, that how you can use the fixtures over the before each and after each hooks. Okay, in your case, any before each part and the after each part may come into picture, right, that you can use like this. So now let me go through some of the advantages which we are having of using this fixtures over the before each and after each hooks. So first one is the encapsulation, right? So fixture encapsulates setup and tear down in the same place, so it is easier to write. Second one is this fixtures are reusable. So when we were using this before each and after each, so that was specific to the particular test script file, right? But now if we will use the fixture on place of this before each and after each hook, so we can call these fixtures into any of the test script file by just importing the test from that fixture file. Okay, fixtures are on demand, right? So this before each and after each, let's say if we write for a particular test script file, so it is going to get executed for each test, right? But in case of fixtures, it will get executed whenever you will request for those fixture, right? So for this, let me give you an example. So let me create one test, okay, where I am not going to perform any web page operation, but I will do some addition work, right? Some math which I want to do, right? So let's put this async. Okay, this anonymous function, arrow symbol and the curly braces. So here what I would be doing, I would be just adding two values, right? Const a equals to 20 and then const b equals to 30, right? So these are two different variables, right? And then I am going to perform the addition operation here. So c equals to a plus b. Okay, so here we need to put const also. And then let's print the value of c. So here console.log, okay, and here just put this c. Okay, so it will add these two values, okay, and then it will print the value here. So here what we are doing, we are not performing any web page operation, right? And as we are not performing any web page operation, we need not to log in into the application, and at then we need not to log out of the application. Okay, so in that case, if we would be using this before each and after each for our test script file, right, without using any describe block, so what will happen for this particular test also, our login and logout will happen. But for now we are using the fixtures, right? So what will happen for these two tests, you are requesting for this login logout fixture, this login and logout will happen, right? But for this test, it is not going to happen. Let me run it quickly so you will get an idea, right, what I am talking about. So click on run. So see, your test execution will start. Okay, so login and logout will happen for these two tests, and for this third test it will just print the values. So see, the execution is happening. Okay, so see, two times login and logout operation happened, okay, for these two tests, but for this third one only this addition happened, right, and it printed the value. So that's what we were talking here, that fixtures are on demand, right? So for whichever the test you need the fixture, you can request for that, okay, and for a particular test, if it is not needed, you need not to use it. Okay, so coming on to the next one, these fixtures are composable, so they can depend on each other to provide the complex behavior. So you can use one fixture inside the second fixture, right? Here you can understand it like this. So inside our this particular fixture, we are also using this page fixture, right? So you can, let's say if you are creating two fixture, so from the second fixture you can use the first fixture, so that can also be done. So it depends what is the operation which you want to perform. Okay, so now coming on to the next one, fixtures are flexible. Test can use any combination of fixtures to tailor the precise environment they need without affecting the other tests. So that's what we have also talked, right? So it is not necessary that you need to provide this before each and after each inside every fixture, right? For one fixture, you can just give the before each part. For the second fixture, you can just use the after each part, right? So it's up to you. Okay, and you can call any combination of fixtures into your test script file also. So that's what we are talking about, the flexibility which is there. And the fixtures simplify the grouping. So previously when we were using the before each and after each part, so in that case, let's say we are having the 10 different tests into our test script file. Okay, and only for 5 tests we wanted to do the login and logout operation, which is before each and after each operation. Okay, so in that case, what you will have to do, you will have to use the describe block. Okay, and inside that describe block, you will have to put those 5 tests for which you need to perform this before each and after each operation. Okay, and other 5 tests will be out. Okay, so in that case, what we were doing, we were just using the describe to do some setup, right? It may be login, logout, or it may be any server setup or tear down of that. Okay, so we were using the describe block for that particular purpose only. But usually by using the describe block, we can group our test cases, right, on basis of their meaning, right, rather than grouping them for setting up the environment. Okay, so these are some advantages, right, which are there for using the fixtures over the before and after hooks, right? So that's it for this particular video. Let me give you the quick recap. So here what we have done, we have created this test script file where we are not using any before each and after each. Okay, we are just writing the tests. Okay, and to perform this before each and after each part, we have created the fixture. Okay, which is this file hooks fixture. Okay, and here we have just created one fixture where we are performing this before each part as the login functionality, and then we are performing this after each part as the logout functionality. Okay, and then we are using this particular fixture into our test script file. Okay, and you can use a page object model also here. Okay, and then you can call different methods to perform here before each and after each part. So yeah, that's it from my end. You can click onto this first card to go to the next video. You can click onto the second card to access the whole playlist, and stay tuned for my upcoming videos. If you have any comments, questions, doubts, you can let me know into the comment section below. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. Have a great day.